Now, pivoting a little bit into who I think they should potentially take in the transfer portal because of who's available, right? And definitely one of the first people I think that they need to go after is going to be J.K. Johnson. J.K. Johnson is a cornerback out of Ohio State, and in 2022, he only had one tackle, and this is his sophomore year. And I know you guys have Travis Hunter, but we need to start preparing for you guys not landing Cormani McClain. And if you want some more on that, go watch the video at the end here on the end screen. It'll pop up for you. But you guys need to start preparing as if you don't get Cormani McClain and trying to be able to go out there and grab some additional talent out of the transfer portal at that position so that Travis Hunter's not having to do it all for you back there. And I think J.K. Johnson is a really talented guy. This is a guy that potentially could come in, again, fight in the trenches with you, another Big Ten dude, come in and maybe start right away. Another guy that I would really like to see maybe Colorado go in there and look at is the previous 247 5-star, high 4-star composite guy, the 6'5", 300-pound defensive lineman Anthony Lucas. He went to Texas A&M last year. That's where he committed, and now he's in the portal. It's kind of the story that we're seeing with Texas A&M. And when you look at, what Anthony Lucas is able to bring, right? Built through his lower half and carries a little over 300 pounds there. Extremely physical off the line of scrimmage and has a great size. And let's be honest, he's an elite defensive line prospect. And that's what Colorado needs. They need to be able to get guys that are elite in the offensive line and the defensive line. Get guys that can fight in the trenches with you. He has great and tremendous footwork. He has great mobility, athleticism, and flexibility. This is a defensive lineman that when you watch his film, he overpowers, or you watch his film from high school, right? He's overpowering those offensive linemen. He's able to get to the quarterback. He's able to track the quarterback down. And I think that's, again, a guy that you guys need to be able to go out there and land, a guy that you guys need. There are a couple other guys that I really like in the transfer portal, again, that I think Colorado needs to be hitting up. The 4-star offensive tackle, Gunnar Britton from Western Kentucky University. You want to get guys that are going to be able to go out there, protect your prized quarterback in Deion Sanders, and the offensive line, you've got to hit it hard in the transfer portal. And there's a lot of good guys there. Additionally, you've got the 5-star tight end, Eric Gilbert. So I've talked about wanting to see Coach Prime go after, the best of the best in Deuce Robinson, the 5-star tight end in this 2023 class. But I don't think that's a likely option because of just what Deuce Robinson wants to do and what Colorado has available. But I think you guys could go out there and land Eric Gilbert pretty easily. Eric Gilbert, he could block for you guys. Obviously, he can go out there and catch the ball. It'd be another great option, another great weapon for Deion Sanders. Another defensive line prospect that I don't think has been talked about a whole lot, and that is Justin Rogers. Now, this is a guy that I want Oklahoma to go out there and get. But it's also another great option for Colorado and Coach Prime. The 6'2", 2.5 defensive lineman out of Michigan. I think he's somewhere in like the 320 range on his weight. He originally was looking at Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee when he was coming out of high school. So Colorado wasn't in that original list. But when you look at him, he's not as tall as necessarily some of those other elite defensive linemen, but he's got long arms. And you've seen defensive linemen with long arms be able to go in there and shake up a quarterback's world. And that's someone I think Justin Rogers could be able to do for Colorado. He could really kind of help stabilize that defensive line for you guys. And listen, there's a lot of the good defensive line guys in the transfer portal right now. So if you hear me talk about continually all these defensive line prospects, that's why. And again, I know I've said it a lot, and you guys might be getting tired of hearing about it. Trenches, 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 trenches. You have to be able to get guys that are going to fight in the trenches with you, and getting some of these elite prospects, that's how you're going to be able to do it. Additionally, I really want to see Coach Prime go out there and land Trey Sanders, the former 5-star running back out of high school that committed to Alabama and is in the transfer portal. Really, it's just bad luck. He hasn't had a whole lot of luck at Alabama, getting hurt and those kind of things. You would like to potentially see him get another shot somewhere else, and I think he could have a decent shot at Colorado if he was able to get a little bit of boost from Coach Prime there. Additionally, on the wide receiver end, Agiah Hall, right? He was at Texas, didn't work out. He was at Alabama, didn't work out. Well, you know what? If you're Colorado, take a shot. Just take the shot and go try to grab Agiah Hall, a former 5-star talent, again, that Shedeur Sanders could be throwing the ball to. And I know there's other wide receivers in the portal from Jackson State that a lot of Colorado fans are watching and waiting on, like Quadarius Davis or Kevin Coleman. But this is not a bad option. Agiah Hall would not be bad. Or you could go after Dante Thornton. You could go after LaChristian Smith. These are all guys I think that would be great pickups for Colorado. It would definitely help your offense go out there and boom. And we're just going to have to wait and see, because with Quadarius and Kevin from Jackson State, I'm curious to see where they land. I'm curious to see, do they want to go rejoin Coach Prime, or are they potentially looking for other opportunities in NIL somewhere else? I'm not going to accuse them of looking for it, but it does seem, a lot of people want to maybe go somewhere where they can have the potential to earn a little bit of NIL money out of the process. And at Jackson State, that's not necessarily something that a lot of these players were able to take advantage of. So going out there and shopping your brand now, I think that's pretty big. So go ahead and let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments below about just this transfer portal class as a whole for Colorado, and definitely the recent pickup of Taylor Upshaw.